Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I am going to use a ring pour cream pitcher and another container to add some colors after I put my glasses on my face. Making sure there's no grass seed in the bottom there. I want to be able to do a combination of things. I want to be able to do a traveling ring pour. I really want that to open since I just mixed a whole bunch of it. There you go. And the fact that it's coming out two different ways is not helpful, but otherwise we'll survive it. I'm going to put a layer of white in between everything and try and decide on along my way if I really like what's happening. It's funny, all my paint is coming out sideways. Alright, that's disconcerting. I think I got it. I hope so. So I don't know where I'm going to stop with this traveling ring pour because I really want to be able to shovel the rest of my stuff. I did shake up my paints and then I disappeared, so hopefully they'll stay somewhat mixed. I do mix GAC 800 with my paint, 20% to 2 parts GAC 800 to 8 parts paint before I add the Floetrol and decorative pouring medium that I put in half and half. I want my Prussian blue, there we go. And I want to start over again with my pretty colors. Who knows what's going to happen with this? But the last traveling ring pour that I made, I sold. So, congratulate me. Thank you, Paxton. I know you're probably watching. Hooked. Hooked another one. I love you guys. There's over 75,000 of you. And there seem to be more and more every day. So I'm good. I'm pretty happy that you're all happy. And what else? Do I want one more thing in there? And then I'm going to just give myself permission to use a whole bunch of this Anita's white metallic. And I think I'm going to just go buy like 4 bottles of it. It's like $4 a piece. And after I do that, I'm going to mix up. I'm going to use one of my decorative pouring medium jugs and mix a whole bunch of it because I seem to be going through it faster and faster and faster. I hadn't decided what I wanted for colors, and when I tried to put them out, 10 turned into 20, and so I'm just going to pick whatever strikes my fancy at the time and put it where it strikes my fancy also. Trying to make sure that some of it makes a contrasting statement of choice. Not everything's coming out. We'll do a Jackson Pollock. Come out. Okay, I have no idea. It's time for me to look for new skewers because the old ones are too paint covered. Excuse me. I want that. I guess I'll get that the easy way. And cautiously, or I'll wind up with a marble in my mix. I do put marbles in all my stuff. Yeah, that is a great color. I love, love, love that color. Maybe. I want to just leave the top off, but the last time I did that, I wound up with a whole bunch of it in my painting. You know what else? I'm going to put a little bit of that right in there. Perfect. So, I didn't set my timer. Well, actually, I set it and then I didn't start it. So I'm going to hope that that's enough time. I am going to give myself permission. Am I going to have something come out, please? To be a little odd with some green metallic. And I want some yellow, and I never used copper in these before, but I'm feeling like that might be kind of neat. So I'm going to give myself that option. And then I'm going to wonder about it while I'm looking at it right here. What else do I want in there? Yes. I'm not ever going to worry that the colors look too obnoxious because obnoxious colors are what works well. That is the Prussian blue. I haven't put any gold in there, and I have some standing by. I also have some silver standing by, which I don't usually use. The gold often sinks, so sometimes I just add gold afterwards. I have a much, I was going to say, much brighter color yellow, but the truth is, that's over here. And it doesn't look too different to you guys, I'm sure. I have some of my folk art color shifting turquoise, which I adore. And I'm hoping that I can get away with all this. That's a magenta. My magentas usually start with a golden fluid art product. And I'm going to put some more. I'm going to float some more of the white pearl on the surface of that. Now I did pre-prime a canvas. Do I need a little more purple? I always need a little more purple. What are you kidding? I didn't put any blue in there. I want some. Yeah. That's pretty nice. That's a pile of rainbow colors. Now I've got an 18 by 24 inch canvas over here. I don't know if I'll use all my ring pour colors. And like I said, it is mostly dry and my hands are mostly clean. And there is a stretcher bar here. Look, there's a stretcher bar in the back. So the fact that I'm only using a 16 by 16 inch tile really shouldn't make too much difference. I don't know what I'm going to get, but suddenly I am inclined to put orange in there. Now I have GAC 800 like I said in all of my mixes, which means that I can leave my paint thick if I want. But what I've really wanted to do for a while now is to play a little bit by adding some paint to my canvas and then tilting to see where it will go from there. I can also take the paint from the ring pour cup and add it to my other cup. But I kind of like drawing with the mixed ring pour cup paint. And I still intend on using shovels, and I definitely don't have to, I got distracted, the dog barked. I just want to do some things that are different than usual. And we shall see if it works or not. Let me get some of this paint out of my way, just so I can get my shovel. And I may use a scoop also. I look at that pan of color and then I go, I know what I want in there, and it's not in there, of course. I'm going to scrape off my bottom. I think I'm going to move that pan of color out of there so I can scrape off my bottom of that little pan I was sitting in. Grab a little more color. I'm going to grab a little more color still. Wow, okay. And whatever that dog hair was. Now, I don't often dip my shovel right out of the gate, but I've wanted to, so this is me doing that. And I want to do it more than once. And I want to do it at varying heights. And chances are good I will come back and dot a few things. I think for right now I'm going to use a small Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. You know what? I'm going to use the colors that I've got. Where was I going to do that though? Right there. And I can dot whatever I want, but I can also play with the colors that are right in my shovel. Because I need to develop new ways of doing things. Always. And new shapes are fun to play with. And I also don't have to waste any paint if I clean out my shovel. So I want to make sure that I don't knock over that paint, but I think it's probably somewhat safe. I've got beautiful paint on my back, on the back of my shovel here. And I think I'm going to give myself permission to go ahead and use it. I hope I can get this done. in the time I have. I can't really worry about that now because I can always make another recording as long as the camera doesn't overheat. It does shut off at 20 minutes no matter what I do, so I do set a timer for that. So we've got little blossoms over there, and that's kind of cool, and I like that. I could torch. I really want to go ahead and get things out of my way. It's a large canvas. Use my bamboo skewer to pull a little paint. And at the same time, maybe I'll do a few other things. Like add a few spirals. That might be okay. As long as the paint is thick. One of the reasons I like the background the way it is because I can, because paint moves a lot more easier on a slightly silkier background. I'm going to dip my skewer right in there. And add a little layer of paint there. Actually, I'm just going to add a little spiral right there and get back to business. What am I going to do? Am I going to put some more paint over there? I think I am. Not only that, I'm really feeling like adding something else. I don't know if that's going to make me happy in the long run or not. I've got my turquoise. Oh boy. Yeah, there it goes. I am going to give myself some incentive to move that colored spot. I want a little tip. I don't always give myself permission to do the tilt when I'm doing the shovels, but I need to find out if it's going to work. So I'm going to give myself permission now. And I have a pointed Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. And I can just dip it in and let the paint run down off it like a pen. It's the first time that I've used the technique of using a matte black canvas that's already painted and then adding a layer of paint over, and it was the same day. Of course, I am drying in an air-conditioned environment, which doesn't hurt anything. I suspect I'm using up an awful lot of time, but I've got 5 minutes left on my clock, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I am going to just give myself some stripes. Leaf or flower, I'm not sure which. And just roll that right over. Come back with some dots. And I have the colors. There's the turquoise right there. I very seldom combine the squeeze bottles with the shovels, but that doesn't mean that that won't be a future potential happening. The same with the traveling ring pours. I don't usually do that either. if I can keep moving fast enough and keep the paint from drying, I can do all kinds of stuff. It's just, my brain doesn't always keep up. This is a very spontaneous process. Kind of want some orange up there, to tell you the truth. It's what I'm feeling like. And maybe some down here too. Maybe up here. Because I can, the name of my book on the Amazon link. Below, show more underneath the video. And I can stick my skewer in and meld and integrate quite nicely. Sometimes I want to use some of that beautiful paint I've got over next to us. And then just use any of the residuals that are still clinging. I don't know what you are. Get out. You're not allowed. Foreign objects are not allowed. That doesn't mean they're not going to try and join us, for sure. I don't know if you can see all that, but I'm having a pretty good time over here, except for when I leave my bottles in the way. And 18 by 24 inch canvases are quite large. I really think I could keep going with that, and I think what I want to do is go ahead and dip right into my pan of colors and pull out the colors that I like. That's just the best way to roll. And I could do the same thing somewhere else, or I could do a little more ribbon pouring. I'm going to have to wipe off my spatula, as I can see. I'm just going to keep dipping my tools into places that have heavy paint and steal a little bit of paint. Yeah, that's not bothering me. I think I want some purple over here though. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't completely pollute the purple with the orange that was already on there. I got some birds that are on some kind of mission right now. Alright, I think what I want to do is give myself some permission to move some paint right there. Oh boy. Every once in a while I just want to move paint with other tools. But I think what I'm going to do is take some beautiful paint that I see here and try, yes, right there. Yes, I'm ignoring that timer for the moment. It's over here. We're still guessing how much time we have left, by the way. And I'm going to use that gorgeous bunch of colors right there. Sneak that flower right down in. I've got some more beautiful colors. I like to sneak in other places. Maybe just a little bit more of that.